What if I told you the world's richest man once drove a 1987 Honda Accord and built desks out of doors because he couldn't afford proper office furniture? It's true. Jeff Bezos' journey from a garage startup to a global empire is packed with powerful lessons that can change how you think about success, business, and even your own life. Today, we're not just talking about getting rich. We're talking about adopting the mindset that builds empires. Stick around as we unlock 7 game-changing lessons from the man who redefined commerce. First and foremost, let's talk about the day one mentality. What does that even mean? For Bezos, every day at Amazon is day one. It's a mindset of constant beginnings, of staying hungry, agile, and inventive, just like a startup. He famously said, "Day 2 is stasis, followed by irrelevance, followed by excruciating, painful decline, followed by death." That is why he named one of Amazon's main buildings Day 1. This isn't just a catchy phrase. It's a strategic choice to avoid complacency. Think about it. As companies grow, they tend to become slow, bureaucratic, and risk-averse. The day one philosophy is the antidote. It means you're always experimenting, always challenging the status quo, and never believing you've made it. It's about waking up every morning and asking, how can we do better today? This relentless drive for innovation is what allowed Amazon to move from just selling books to cloud computing with AWS, streaming with Prime Video, and so much more. It's a powerful reminder for all of us. Never get comfortable. Your biggest success could be the very thing that makes you stop trying. And that's the beginning of the end. The second core principle, and arguably the most important, is customer obsession. You've probably heard businesses say, the customer is always right. But Bezos took this to a whole new level. He didn't just listen to customers, he worked backward from their needs. Instead of building a product and then figuring out how to sell it, Amazon starts with the customer's problem and invents a solution. This is the entire philosophy behind products like the Kindle. People didn't explicitly ask for an e-reader, but Amazon recognized the customer's desire for instant access to any book, anywhere. So, they built it. Bezos famously kept an empty chair in early meetings to represent the customer, the most important person in the room. This obsession means focusing relentlessly on providing value, convenience, and trust. It's why they pioneered one-click ordering and the Prime membership program. The lesson here is profound. If you obsess over your customers, they will become your most powerful advocates. Your competitors might be watching you, but you should be watching your customers. Their loyalty is the ultimate competitive advantage and the most sustainable path to long-term success. Now let's talk about something most people fear: failure. For Jeff Bezos, failure isn't just an option, it's a necessity. He has a unique perspective. If you're not failing, you're not innovating enough. He famously said, failure and invention are inseparable twins. Think about the Amazon Fire Phone. It was a massive public failure, costing the company over $170 million. Most CEOs would hide from that. Bezos, however, openly talked about it. He saw it as a valuable experiment. The learnings from the Fire Phone project, despite its commercial failure, contributed to the development of other successful products, like Amazon's Echo and Alexa. He understands that to hit a home run, you have to be willing to strike out a lot. This mindset encourages big bets. Without the willingness to fail, there would be no Amazon Web Services, AWS, which started as an internal experiment and is now the company's most profitable division. The lesson is to reframe failure not as an endpoint, but as a data point. It's tuition for the school of innovation. Embrace your mistakes, learn from them quickly, and use that knowledge to fuel your next big idea. This brings us to our fourth lesson: think long-term. In a world obsessed with quarterly earnings and immediate results, Bezos has always played the long game. From the very beginning, he was willing to sacrifice short-term profits for long-term market dominance and customer trust. In his 1997 letter to shareholders, the very first one, he laid out this philosophy clearly. He told investors that he would be making bold investment decisions that might not pay off for years. He was planting seeds for trees under whose shade he intended to sit much, much later. For years, Amazon barely made a profit because it was reinvesting every penny back into the business, improving logistics, expanding product lines, and lowering prices. Wall Street was skeptical, but Bezos held firm to his vision. This long-term focus allows for the patience required for big innovations and for weathering economic downturns. It's about building something durable, not just something that looks good on this quarter's balance sheet. For you, this means focusing on building sustainable habits, skills, and relationships, rather than chasing quick wins. True wealth, in any form, is built over time, with patience and a clear vision for the future. The fifth lesson is all about raising the bar, fostering a culture of high standards. Bezos believes that high standards are teachable and contagious. He argues that people are often capable of much more than they think, but they need to be shown what great actually looks like. At Amazon, this manifests in a culture of operational excellence and efficiency. It's in the detailed 6-page narrative memos that replace PowerPoint presentations in meetings, forcing deep thinking and clarity. It's in the relentless focus on data to make decisions. Bezos once said, "You can have high standards without being a jerk. It's about challenging your team and yourself to deliver exceptional quality, not because you're demanding, but because you believe in their potential to achieve it." High standards attract other high performers and create a virtuous cycle of excellence. This applies to your personal life too. Whether it's your work, your fitness, or your relationships, what you tolerate becomes your standard. If you want extraordinary results, you have to demand an extraordinary level of effort and quality from yourself first. Our sixth lesson is the ability to adapt to change and maintain a competitive edge. Bezos is a master of what he calls disagree and commit. It means that while robust debate is encouraged, once a decision is made, everyone gets behind it, even those who initially disagreed. This allows the company to move fast and adapt without getting bogged down in endless consensus seeking. But adaptation is also about seeing where the world is going and getting there first. When the internet was just a curiosity in the mid-90s, Bezos saw its potential for commerce and left his lucrative Wall Street job to start Amazon. He recognized the shift from physical to digital and built his entire company around it. This is about being both visionary and flexible. You need a strong vision for where you're headed, but you must be flexible on the details of how you get there. You can't be dogmatic. As the market changes, as technology evolves, you have to be willing to pivot, to learn new skills, and to let go of old ways of doing things. The world doesn't stand still, and neither can you. The key is to keep learning and stay curious, always ready for the next wave of change. Finally, the seventh lesson ties it all together. Balance vision with flexibility in execution. Having a grand, long-term vision is crucial, but as the famous saying goes, no plan survives first contact with the enemy. For a business, the enemy can be market shifts, new competitors, or unforeseen challenges. Bezos has a grand vision for Amazon to be Earth's most customer-centric company. That vision is fixed. However, the how is incredibly flexible. He's not rigidly attached to any single method. He's willing to experiment, iterate, and even abandon strategies that aren't working. This is the essence of resilience. It's the ability to stick to your ultimate goal while being nimble in your day-to-day tactics. This is a powerful lesson for personal goals as well. You might have a vision of financial independence or mastering a new skill. Your path there won't be a straight line. You'll face setbacks and discover new, better ways of doing things. The key is to hold the vision tight, but the plan loose. Stay committed to your destination, but be open to changing the route as you learn and grow. So there you have it. 7 powerful lessons from Jeff Bezos' incredible journey. Embrace a day one mentality. Become obsessed with your customers. View failure as a necessary step toward innovation. Think in decades, not days. Cultivate high standards in everything you do. Adapt relentlessly to change. And balance your grand vision with practical flexibility. These aren't just business strategies, they are principles for a successful and impactful life. They are about building something that lasts. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you found these insights as fascinating as I do. If this video sparked an idea or inspired you in any way, let me know in the comments below. Which lesson resonated with you the most? Don't forget to like this video, subscribe to the channel, and hit that notification bell so you do not miss our next deep dive into the minds of the world's greatest achievers. Until next time, keep learning, keep building, and keep striving for your own day one.